Hello everybody, it's Bill, it's that college football guy here with another video. It's Pac-12 time. This used to be a lot bigger video, unfortunately, and I feel really bad for Oregon State and Washington State. They got left behind. Right now, basically this season, we do have a Pac-12 championship game between Oregon State and Washington State in the regular season to see who's going to be the 2024 Pac-12 champs, but a lot of their games, they have games against schools in the Mountain West, which is the reason why this video is on Thursday, with Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday being the Pac-12 videos, so that way you get an idea, like, okay, I get where this is going. So it helps you out with that, so you can kind of figure out how things are going to go. So it helps a little bit with it, but there's still some work to do. So shall we get into this? All right, let's start off with Oregon State. 8-5 last year. They lost to Notre Dame in the Sun Bowl. Vegas has got their win total at 7.5. So they're expected to do some good things here. Trent Bray takes over as the head coach. If you watched the video that was up on YouTube, the players were ecstatic that he became the new head coach. But realistic question is, how much differently will the team operate on him as the head coach? We're going to find all this out. New offensive coordinator Ryan Gunderson, takes over. He's previously was the quarterbacks coach at UCLA. First-time coordinator at the FBS level. How quickly is he going to acclimate into the job and everybody adjusting to his style of offense? Because that's still unknown at this point. Ben Gilbranson seems to have the inside edge going into fall camp to be the starting quarterback. We'll see if he can hang on to it. The running back room is actually pretty good. Even though they lost Martinez, they're still going to have a good room. The offensive line and the wide receivers, however, are a work in progress, and there is a lot of work to do there, a lot of catching up to do. They lost a lot because of what happened. Defensively, Keith Hayward Jr. takes over as defensive coordinator. He was previously the defensive quality control coach with the Las Vegas Raiders. So we're going to see how well that translates. The linebackers, they're going to be the strength of this defense. They made plays all over the field. They're going to have to do it again. They're going to have to really be the focal point of the defense, because the defensive line is basically almost a complete rebuild, but the inside, the defensive tackles, you got some big bodies who can bring some pain, stopping the run, and possibly getting some pressure on the quarterback. So the inside of the line is good. The outside, the edges, we'll see about that. Secondary has actually got some experience to it, but unfortunately there's some injuries to overcome, including somebody coming back from a season-ending injury the previous year. That's going to be interesting how that's going to adapt to this. All right, so shall we get into this? Oregon State starts off their season at home against Idaho State. Yeah, that's a dub. All right, then on the road at San Diego State. If you watch the Mountain West videos, you know this. They beat San Diego State. Then at home against Oregon. Big game for them. In-state rivalry. Covered this in the Big Ten predictions. They're losing to Oregon. But also in the Big Ten predictions, their next game, also at home, is against Purdue. One of the worst teams in the Big Ten. They come to your building, and you're beating them. Then you come out of the bye. The next 3 games were all covered in the Mountain West Conference prediction videos. Colorado State, you play them at home, you're getting the win. You're traveling on the road in Nevada, you're getting the win. Home against UNLV, you're getting the win. You go on the road to Cal. This was covered in the ACC predictions. Unfortunately for you, you're losing to Cal. Then you get your other bye, and you got 2 more Mountain West opponents here, which are already covered. Home against San Jose State, you get the win. On the road at Air Force, this will be a tough game for you with the triple option having to face it, but I think you also get the win there. Then the Pac-12 Championship game, it's Oregon State against Washington State in Corvallis. Pull out the stats here. You lost to them by 3 on the road last year. That game pisses you off that you lost that game. You're looking for revenge. You're at home. Oregon State beats Washington State, spoiler alert, to win the 2024 Pac-12 Championship. And you finish the season on the road at Boise State. I covered this in the Mountain West Conference predictions. You're finishing the season with a loss to Boise. So you finish the season 9-3. Not bad. And now we come to Washington State. The Cougars, 5-7 last year. Vegas has got their win total at 7.5, so they're expected to do something too. Unlike what happened at Oregon State, Jake Dickert, the head coach, he didn't leave. He stayed. And he's 15-16 in 3 seasons at the helm as head coach of Washington State. So that stability there is a big advantage. Starting quarterback job, it looks like it's going to be a battle in the fall camp with backup John Mateer, and Bryant transfer Zevi Elkhouse. I hope I'm saying his name right. Let me know in the comments. I'm wrong. We got a Washington State fan who's a subscriber. Let me know in the comments. Running back room. This is going to be a running back room by committee, and honestly, all of them need all the help they can get. This is one of the worst running back rooms in college football. There's a lot of guys here, but this is going to be a major bit of work. Because it's just, you have, and that's going to be a problem. I mean, the production basically based upon last year's is virtually non-existent. I mean, the wide receiver room should be okay. And the offensive line's got 4 of the 5 starters back, so will that help the run game? So we're going to see about that. Defensively, just like Oregon State, the linebackers are the best part of the defense. They're going to have to make plays everywhere because the defensive line and the secondary are both almost complete rebuilds. That poses a problem. So, shall we get into Washington State's schedule? They start off the season at home against Portland State. That's going to be a win. They stay at home to play Texas Tech. This was in the Big 12 predictions. You're losing to Texas Tech. Then you travel on the road, the Apple Cup, against Washington. And they cover this in the Big 10 predictions. You're losing to Washington. Then you have back-to-back Mountain West Conference opponents, which I covered in the previous videos just before your first bye. Home against San Jose State, you get the win. On the road at Boise State, you're losing that game. Then you come out of the bye with, between byes, your 2 bye weeks, you have 3 more Mountain West Conference opponents, which I covered in the previous videos this week. On the road at Fresno State, unfortunately, you're going to get the loss there. Home against Hawaii, you get the win. And on the road at San Diego State, you're going to get the win. You come out of the bye against 2 more Mountain West opponents, which I previously covered as well. Home against Utah State, you get the win. And on the road at New Mexico, they're a bad team. You get another win there. On the road at Oregon State, we literally just covered it, the Pac-12 Championship. Unfortunately, you're losing to Oregon State, and you finish the season at home against Wyoming, another Mountain West opponent, and you're beating Wyoming. So that gives Washington State's final schedule for this upcoming season at 7-5. So, excuse me. So you need to tell me what you think about all of this in the comments. Do you agree that Oregon State's going to beat Washington State for the Pac-12 Championship? Do you agree that Oregon State's going to go 9-3? Washington State's going to go 7-5? Let me know about all of this in the comments. So again, thanks everybody for watching the video. If you haven't done it already, do me the favor. Smash the like button, hit the thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm, helps the video be seen by more people. Comment on the video what I just mentioned about Oregon State and Washington State, and anything else you want to mention on there. Shout it out in the comments. Share this video if you want to, and if you haven't done it already, check out some of the other videos I've done. And if you like them, hey, subscribe to the channel. You know, on the way to 700 subscribers, slowly but surely on the crawl to 1,000 to make some things happen. If you want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on X. The link will be in the description. So, again, thanks everybody for watching. Subscriber roll call bit part 2 will be tomorrow. That's UTEP, North Dakota, Bowling Green, and Ohio. They'll be tomorrow. If we end up having another subscriber school, because Friday is the last day of subscriber roll call. If we end up getting a school that's not in one of the conferences there, I'll do a video for that school or the other schools, whatever ends up being, on Saturday. So I won't know about that until Friday's over with. So that's going to be kind of an interesting video to do if I have to do it. So again, thanks everybody for watching. Hope everybody's having a great day. Please enjoy yourselves out there. Be safe. We got some crazy things going on. And please, be good to each other.